Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. I'll be doing a critical analysis of the presidential town hall meeting, and some of you may call it debate. But you'll be watching the entire video from BVI Channel 1 Plus, where we published it, and the link will be added on the description of this video. Now, there are a couple of things that happened, which I'm going to be doing right here, only the highlights. From the discussion to some of the intrigues that transpired during that very meeting. Beginning with the, attendance. The attendance of the presidential candidates, which some of you have already known that APC jackpot completely. They will not see the president or the vice presidential candidate. They no come. They disappeared. Boom. Because Boom come Makalia statement. And the PDP brought in their vice presidential candidate to stand in for Atiku that is hiding somewhere, maybe in Dubai. And it's really raised some dust and protest.
We don't want only presidential candidate. We want presidential candidate. Presidential candidate. Only presidential candidate. That's what we want. Only we want presidential candidate. Sit down, look at the whoever is representing no. We're Nigerians.
Good. That's a very, very exciting situation, because people wanted to hear from those who want to pilot their affairs and not just their representatives. I'm talking about PDP. We are no longer even talking about APC, because Tinubu the Jagaban will never appear on any organized program that he is not under the control, and where he will not be reading out some script written by somebody else completely. Because in this town hall meeting, questions will be coming directly from the people and through the panelists. So that is why they japa. So make una know they worry on herself. They don't get plan. They are being pursued. In Igbo language, we say "Okonyoaro" and "Achubi also." If foul mess, the ground will begin the pursue on. So on the issue of their attendance, you have seen the people that want to pilot your affairs. Let's keep that aside, and now let's focus on the real issue. The real issue that we have discussed there, boiling around security, economy, and the issue of corruption. These are the three major things that have grounded Nigeria to a halt. On security matter, there is this one Ogbonge question one of the panelists there asked, which I want every one of you to listen to.
Over the last 8 months, we've been doing extensive research with bandit terrorists in the Northwest. We've been able to trace a lot of their leaders and talk to them. And we've asked them, why are you killing Nigerians, kidnapping Nigerians, engaged in rape and such evil acts? And their response is very interesting. They say we live in a society where you have people in power who use security forces of the nation for their own personal interests, steal and loot the treasury and are protected because they have power. And therefore, the sets of activities we are engaged in, they tell us, is very similar. The four of you are all people who have spent decades in power in this country. If you meet one of these bandit leaders and he challenges you by telling you there is no difference between us and you, what would you respond?
Okay, let's start with the presidential candidate of the People's Redemption Party, Mr. Kola Abiola, and in that fashion, I'll go from my right to my left.
Thank you, sir. Well, for one, I'm not in that group for sure. I represent a fresh outlook. I've never been in governance. I've never been in excellency. I've never ran for governor, state chairman, local government council.
I believe that those who are angry, if they see me, they will hardly ask such question, because I'm also an angry person. Angry for many obvious reasons. Even though anger should not justify terrorism, criminality, and so on. But I want to tell you that unlike him, I have been in the system for a very long time. I was in the civil service in Kano for 17 years, and for the last 30 years, I have been in the system either in the state or at federal. But I have done what was necessary really to convince them and convince anybody who cares to know what we have done. And it is because of those reasons that some of us are angry to the extent of leaving the PDP and even the APC, because we feel there are better ways of doing things in this country.
Thank you. Like you, I've been able to go around or also met some of those criminals as well. And based on that, I've always said consistently that the more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce the criminality that is in the country. And I've always argued that they are doing what they are doing because they could see the poverty in the country. In a country where those people are in government, are richer than entrepreneurs, you manufacture poverty. But if they stop me and ask me, like you said, what will I tell them? I will tell them, well, as a governor, I served a state for 8 years. And you can go to that state and see not one day did I ever borrow from any financial institution in Nigeria. And that I was not in any position or have never been invited by anybody to question about their missing money. The day I left office, I wasn't owing any contractor that have delivered this project. I wasn't owing any supplier that have delivered. I was not owing pension, gratuity, salary, or anybody. And I can say that in 3 banks in Nigeria, Access Bank, Fidelity Bank, and Diamond Bank, I left in each $50 million, over 10 billion naira for the state. So if they meet me, I'll be able to account for myself and say, I've never borrowed, I've served faithfully, and I left their money. So I'm like them. I'm as angry as they are. Now we must be able to chase out those who, where they've passed, nobody can account of what they were given. That is what we want to do. Thank you.
Oh, I just decided to highlight on some of the response, especially from P2B. When he speaks from his first-hand point of view, what he has done with respect to the issue under discussion. What he did in Anambra State with respect to security is undebatable. It is clear. Okay? It is very clear. So we are not talking about the PDP and the APC at the presidential level or even at the state levels. What have they done? Okay? And that very particular question, the kidnappers kidnapping people, the terrorists killing Nigerians, just like the panelists stated. What is the difference between these people you call terrorists, kidnappers, and the rest of them? What is the difference between them and PDP and APC and other politicians? It is only P2B that stood out. Would Atiku or Tinubu answer the same question with clarity of conscience? Because let me talk this one, oh, the politicians are more wicked and more deadlier than kidnappers and terrorists. How many people have the terrorists killed in Nigeria? But from the failure of governance and the corruption and impunity by PDP and APC, many Nigerians running in hundreds of thousands, if not millions, have died as a result of their wicked, corrupt governments. That is the truth. They have kidnapped and mortgaged the future of even unborn children. That is the true situation. How will you even come out to even debate the kidnappers that you are better than them? You are worse than them. That is me talking. And these are part of the reasons why they don't want to show their face for this very meeting. But hey, we point touch give them this time. This is not going to be business as usual. That is just it's about now. And on this analysis, and like I said, if you want to watch the entire video in full, if you have not, just go to BVI channel 1 plus. Not this one, our second channel, BVI channel 1 plus. The link is here. You can just search through our page. You will see the video. Watch it and you will now understand more things that I couldn't just take time to do here. Thank you for watching. And I want to inform you as well that why I didn't stream that video live is that our main system we used to do streaming have crashed, and we really need your help, your support. Because some people think that this BVI platform has made all the money. No, we have a whole lot of responsibility. Add them back to the society. Please support this channel, subscribe, like, and share. Drop your comments and stay connected to the voice of the people, the advocate for good governance. Archbishop GGN. I'm signing out.